farmers. Welcome back to Goldcrest Valley. On the way down to the small barley field. Going to get that harvested. Going to chop up the straw. I don't think it's really worth coming on down and grabbing maybe the 10,000 liters I might get. But yeah, I'm just going to chop it on up, harvest this field quickly, and then we are done with the month of September. Going to move right on to the month of October, and I think we're going to, well, first, hopefully, look at all the red cars. Red cars everywhere. More red cars. We got a soybean field that needs to be harvested there. I'm hoping that'll be ready tomorrow. And then if we can do that, then we can lease a plow. And then we can start making the fields around the main farm bigger and merge together. Am I going to get around that sign, what I'm doing here? Oh yeah, we got plenty of room there. We're all good. Yeah, maybe 10,000 liters of straw would have got off this field. And of course, the way straw goes for, I may have gotten $1,000 for it. So, just going to chop it on up. Make some quick work. Alright, get our class Tryon lined up with our New Holland header. Fold that on up, and I should already be on, yeah, chopped straw. We should already be on that. Why did the header not? There we go. It's like, why did that not fold up? Now it is. And of course, should have no problem getting all the barley into the combine. We'll bring it back to the farm, dump into the silo. I was just checking on the animals. They should be all set to go. The sheep, their health is going on up because they ran out of water the night before. So their health is up to like about 40%. So they're getting up there. Yeah, this field's not going to take us too long to harvest. The rain's coming in the afternoon. That's not going to affect us at all. I don't know. I think October, November is going to be rain as well. So I'm hoping if it rains like in the afternoon here, maybe it'll just rain like in the early morning of October. And then by the time we wake up, the rain will have stopped. And we can get to harvesting our fields. We just got 2 soybean fields left. Wait, do I got that right? I'm guessing here. I think it's just 2 soybean fields left. If we go here, yeah, so that's done. We're taking care of this one. These are harvested. All these are harvested. Yeah, it's just the 2 fields here, which should be soybean. Yes, they are soybean. But also in the month of October, our grass fields should be ready. But before we harvest the grass fields, I got to get the soil sampler and take soil samples in the small grass field. But I'm going to go around and do all of the fields and just get soil samples and send them on in. That way, I mean, I don't really like doing them all at once, but since we don't own one and we're just leasing it, probably the best thing to do. Then, of course, in the meantime, we got to keep an eye on the store, like always, waiting for the deal to come along. I mean, we should have enough cash to pretty much buy anything that we need, I would think. Is there any tractors that are 600,000 in the base game? I haven't really looked at the extra large tractors too much. I mean, they get up there pretty close. And I'm just saying that because usually the store, when it comes up for sale, it's pretty close to 50% off, give or take. Sometimes it can be, you know, not as good of a deal at 40% off, but even then, I think we should be able to afford it. And the one thing I'm starting to notice is I'm filling up with barley a lot more than I thought I would. I may have to grab the grain trailer and come on down here and empty out the combine. I mean, a good problem to have. Yeah, I kind of forgot that this grain tank is at 17,000. It's like 12,000. Is it 12,000 even, or might be because we're filling up? Yeah, we're going to have to get. Okay, I did not expect a great harvest. Yeah, 12,000. All right. Actually, the Massey Ferguson is up by the sheep. I'm going to leave that engine running. Let's tab to the John Deere. Detach from that. The grain trailer is over by the silo. And I'm starting to cut down some more trees. Just before I started recording, I just took a little time and I say, no, if I just cut down like 5 trees at a time every time I log in, Won't be long before I have that whole hillside clear cut. At least I'll have some trees there in case I need some extra cash. They'll be ready for us to go. Alright, a couple ways I can go, so I think I'm going to go this way. Try to stay off the main road. I'm going to be a good farmer and stay off the main road. Let the, cars have the fast lanes. We'll take some of the side roads. Yeah, I think I got somewhat of an idea of how I want to plow these fields together. Depending on the weather in the morning, we'll see how to do it. But I got to harvest this field first because I don't want to be accidentally plowing into my crops. And I want to expand the field and make them wider. We got some land up here that we're not really using too much. I know someone had mentioned a few episodes ago about all the grass I got around the fields, and I could harvest that, and I could get like an extra 30,000 liters of grass from the side of my fields, which is true. I did that quite a bit in 17 myself on this map, going around and getting the grass off the edge of the fields. But I'm not going to be that desperate, I don't think. I would make more money, but, I'd just rather get the grass off the fields itself at this point. I mean, if I was struggling with the money and trying to earn some and that land was there, I would go around with the mower and grab it. Oh, the John Deere needs some fuel, and I've been thinking about going up to the other fuel station in the north and grabbing fuel from there, because I think that's the one fuel station I have not been to yet. Alright, let's empty out this barley. A little bit of crop destruction there. What's the, okay, so we are in the we're in the 120s for yield. 132. So yeah, this is why, we got bad soil over here. Because we're down into the, well, depending where we stand. 95, but then we go a little bit over here and it's back up to 132. I think the highest I've seen was on East Vineland. I think we had a yield of like 145. Nope, don't want to be in there. I need to be in the 8230 and get the grain cart off the field. And since it's already down here, when I finish up, I might as well just unload into the grain cart before I take it back to the farm. So I did just double check on the store in case you forgot. There was a Antonio tractor in there, that small narrow tractor that's good for working in between grapevines and olive trees. And then we have a Hero disc from the new Horsch aggravation pack that came out just a few weeks ago, but nothing that we're looking for, and that's the only two items in there currently. But since we're going to be advancing here pretty soon, about another 20 hours into the month of October, I expect those items to disappear and some newer items to appear. And I think I did mention I would prefer at this point, I guess, the larger tractor first before I got other implements. Although I'm not going to say no to anything else that does come up. But I guess I would prefer the tractor. And of course a mower would be good as well. Maybe not the Krone Big M, but maybe in the future that would be nice on the farm. But I think that'd be too soon to get the Krone Big M. Although the Krone Big M is actually technically not the biggest mower in the base game. At least I don't think it is, right? while we're waiting, yeah, there's the sales stuff. The Krone Big M is, where's the mowers? That is, working with is 10 meters, but the butterfly mowers, I think there's one bigger than 10 meters, is there not? 7.3. Yeah, there you go. This set right here, that'd be 12.3. So this setup here would be a wider working width than the Krone Big M. The good thing about the Krone Big M is it just gives you the option of not having to use a tractor to use your mowers, pretty much. We're unloaded there. All right, let's go ahead and unfold the header. This used to be my go-to header once it got into FS, only because, well, it's its own trailer as well. Of course, that's a big plus for me. All right, I'll leave that running right there. I expect no one to take it. But we're going to take the grain trailer and the John Deere. We're going to take that back. I'll bring the combine back. And then, yeah, I'll just, you know, enjoy the rest of my September, I guess. Arriving safely back at the farm. I'm going to try, well, no, we're not going to try. What we're going to do is we're going to start parking the combine and header trailer over here. Because that way I can just drive on through, and this will be the home for the combine and header from here on out, I think. Because where I used to put the header, that's going to be difficult getting it in there because there's going to be a field behind that now. And now this fits nicely in here, and I could always, you know, actually put other equipment in here if I need to. Still got the barley in here, so let's go ahead and put that into the silo. And I'll probably park the grain trailer right behind the header. And then we're going to actually drive up because I noticed the John Deere does need fuel. We're going to go up to the northern fuel station. And we'll just top off the John Deere. That way it's ready to go tomorrow. Actually, let me speed up time a little bit. I'm going to put it at times 30. Because, like I said, I got nothing else to do this month. The sheep are all set to go. The chickens are fine. The cows are fine. Which we did buy some new cows, or newborns. Is that blinker on in the combine? Why would the blinker be on? It is. Alright, now it's off. Wake up to a dead battery in the morning. That's not what you want to have when you want to start your farming day. And this 8230 does not like backing up. It doesn't quite have the oomph behind or underneath the hood to get it on up the hill a little bit. Alright, let's see if I could find this fuel station. Yeah, and what I get this comment actually quite often. It's like, why do you seem like you're always filling up your tractors? I got my fuel usage on high for a setting. I used to find that out myself way back in the Farming Simulator. I would just play and play and play. It's like, I never have to fuel these tractors, and I never really looked at settings too much. And then I realized, oh, there's a setting to how much fuel you could use. I'm like, let's bump that up to high. These fields up here would be nice to have, and we will have them at some point. Oh yeah, it's starting. Yeah, I don't think I've been up in this area in FS22 yet on this map, but it's coming back to me. This map right here by far is my favorite Giants map. Don't know what it is about it. So I can't fuel up on this side again. So it's going to be like on the other gas station where it's only these two fuel pumps here. There we go. I think I remember that curb. I used to drive over that curb quite often in the old days. Just don't do it with a low implement on the back. That's never good. While we're fueling on up, time is passing. Oh, there is a header trailer that we don't need. All right, 6:56 for fuel. Well, I'm going to enjoy my ride back to the farm. I will see you when it's time to hit the snooze button and go to bed. We'll check the store once again. It'll be like 8 o'clock. I think that's the best time to do it. And we'll sleep through the night, wake up in the morning, and see what October has to offer. And approaching 8 o'clock. Raining really hard out there. Well, actually 8 o'clock now. The forecast says rain's going to be gone, so it'll take a little while to clear up. Let's check the store. And, well, there's a shallow cultivator. The horse aggravation pack is really kicking in on the sales department. But neither that we really are looking for at all. They can be useful, but nothing I need. I mean, I could actually use this to plow the field. But yeah, I think, yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll go to bed. 8 a.m. Yep, that's good. I still have the water tanker leased up at the sheep farm. So that means I got 2 items leased out of 3. I was going to say we're going to wake up while it's raining. Great demand at Gomez Ridge Acres. Well, then we got a 41-foot header. So still nothing that we're looking for. And that's fine-ish. Of course, you know, who wouldn't mind having newer equipment around the farm? It does look like our soybeans are ready to be harvested. So that's good. So we're going to get that field harvested. It did rain in the morning, so maybe the rain is done for the month. Let me check the forecast. Let's see here. Sun. Sun and clouds all the way through. November is going to be rain, but I think October is going to be a long month for us. A couple of episodes, I think. Because we'll have the grass fields to take care of. I will be selling the silage today because I got to clear out the bunker to put our grass into it. But I want to get this soybean field harvested here so we can start planning and getting our fields here bigger and merged together. I'll have to take care of the stumps afterwards because I cannot see them, but I assume when I go around the plow, we will find them, and then we can go around the stump grinder and take care of them after that. Shouldn't take me too long to harvest the soybeans. Although it is rather hilly here. I mean, that's going to be a field here, you know, at some point. So that may be a little bit... I may have to smooth that out. Yeah, that's what I want to say. I'm going to have to smooth that out. And now unfold the combine. Typical October, wake up and it's in the 40s. Oh yeah, and how good of a yield should this field be? Well, 105 out of possible 100. Looks like the soil is not good around here at all compared to the other field that we just harvested. I mean, don't get me wrong, 105% is better than 100%. And let's see, do I have enough fuel in the combine? I think I got enough fuel in the combine to get both fields harvested. The other field is up by the sheep, so I don't have too far to go. I'll probably do that later on. meaning possibly next episode. So really, by the time I sell the silage, I don't know what the price is going for, but we're going to be up around 400 grand in the bank account. And it's starting to get to the point of I'm sitting on this money, waiting for items to come up for sale. I may start looking into possibly buying some more land. But that's only if it's got a crop ready to be harvested. Buying land now with no crop into it, there's no rush to do that. But I mean, if there's a crop ready to harvest on it and it's in our budget, why not? We'll get money back on the field pretty darn quick. Looks like we got one weed that I missed. I'll be gone here very soon. I do have an idea of how I want these 3 fields to be laid out. But once I plow the fields and get them that way, I may change my mind. It may not look great. It may not be functional. I was in the fly mode at the end of last episode, looking at these 3 fields and trying to figure out the layout I wanted to have. I was trying to remember the layout I had here when I played the map in 17, and I can't remember what I did yesterday, let alone 5, 6 years ago, 7 years. Wait, FS17 would have come out in like October, November of 2016, so yeah, like 7 years ago. Will I get a full combine of soybean off this field? A question we will get answered here in the next minute or so. Well, at least it'll be next minute or so for me. For you, we will know right now. Harvesting the row of shame. Just a small slither of soybeans left. And I think it's all going to fit into the combine. Unless I get another 500 liters here, but I don't think so. Yeah, I tried to widen the header just enough to get this last row as I moved along. But it just wasn't in the cards. Yeah, I got room for 400 more liters, and that's going to be no problem getting in here. Actually, the one thing I should check on is the canola price. I know it says November is the best month. But we know how that goes. It might be October this year. Let me double check on that. How are we doing on the canola? Oh, canola is December. I thought it was... okay. What am I thinking of? Alright, canola does show November, but, yeah. Alright, I mean, waiting is not a problem. I got the cash in the bank account. It's not a dire need that we need it. Let's go ahead and we'll put these wonderful, just shy of 12,000 liters of soybeans into the silo. And then we're going to lease ourselves a plow. And you know what plow we're going for? Yep, the good old standard one. I shouldn't say standard one. The one that we used quite a bit. Is it Black Sheep Modding's plow that we're going to use? I was looking at plows before I started recording, trying to figure out if I want to use something different. And I was like, now let's just use something that's nice, convenient. Doesn't require extreme amount of horsepower and all that. So while I'm waiting for that, let me just make sure I only got 2 things leased. Yeah, only 2 things leased, so we can lease one more thing. So while we're waiting, plows, scroll on down. 9 meter wide would be good. I'm going to do pink just because we're in the month of October. So make sure we lease it for $1,000. Yeah, October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's why we're going with pink. Yeah, the combine might as well leave as is, because I'm going to need to harvest the other soybean field, although I don't think I can get down there with a header on it like that. Oh, okay. While we're here, let me go ahead and give the sheep some more water. It looks like they're going to need more than that. Did you guys run out of water overnight? Their health should be 100%, I hope. Production's 100%. Yeah, so I think they got awfully close to running out of water overnight. Alright, so I may have to start giving them water twice a day. The feed, they're looking pretty good. There's the John Deere. So, this is like one of the first pieces of equipment that we purchased. And we're going to go sell it. It is a plow, but also it can plant the grasses and all that. But I kept it around thinking I was going to use it, but I haven't, and I don't see where I will. So we're going to come over here, and we are going to repair. I don't think I can sell it from here. $8 to repair. You know, I can't sell it from here, but we are going to the store to get the plow. So I'll see you down there. We'll sell this. I mean, it was good for the time that we had it. I think we did plant some canola in those fields. Took a while, but it got the job done. And there's our beautiful plow. Let me just back into the workstation, which is right here. And let's see, repaint, no. We want to sell. Make sure I'm on the right implement here. Wait, how much am I going to get for it? Oh, there it is. Value of $5,855. Okay, that's more than I thought it was going to be. And I do know if we hook up the plow backwards, you don't have to do the working speed. You can go at the speed of the tractor, but we're going to keep it the way it should be. Alright, let's zip on back to the farm and start making the fields a little bit bigger. Well, actually, quite a bit bigger. Alright, I think we're going to start with this field over here. And I'm going to try to get the boundaries in first, and that way I can just, you know, be a little bit careless the rest of the way, because I'll have the boundaries all set. So we're actually going to expand it closer to the shed. Because I really don't drive here. I should be driving here for any particular reason. I do want to leave a little bit of space. I think that space is good in case the combine needs to be unloaded, or you know, a little bit of space. But you know, by widening the field up that much, you know, it's going to make the field maybe 10% bigger. Let's see if I can drive in somewhat of a straight line here. I think there's a stump there. What do you think? As for the pathways, I could go around landscape afterwards. Oh, another stump. I actually thought the plow would go kind of like through them, but I guess wrong. But yeah, the pathways, we'll go ahead and paint those back in afterwards. Hard to go in a straight line when you keep hitting tree stumps. And I'll try to clean it up afterwards if I can. Right up next to that stump. How about that? Alright, might as well go ahead and finish this one off right here. And I'll make sure I get actually into the field. I want to leave a little piece there. So we're going to have to plow probably for almost the entire month, because we got the two fields I want to merge together down by the main road that we harvested the wheat in not long ago. Got to merge those two together. I think I can make the field wider up at the sheep as well. And as for the fields down by the cow pen, I really haven't thought about it, what to do down there yet, but that'll be like the last section I work on. And this is why I went with this plow. I knew the John Deere would be able to handle it. It's really good working with. It's easy to handle. It's going to make quick work of getting these 3 fields, which could be 2. I keep trying to picture this in my mind, but as I go, I can visualize it just a little bit better. There we go. Let's raise that on up. Now, this field here has got 2 pathways on both sides. We don't need 2 pathways on both sides. One will be sufficient enough. I'm not going to expand it more that way because it gives us room for the combine to turn around, but we will come over here. Think about that as far as I want to go with it. It's like all the birds are coming here to check out what's going on. Actually, in real life, the birds probably would be swarming around because I'd be stirring up a lot of insects and digging up insects. They probably want to go and have breakfast or something. So we're going to bring this all the way down almost to the shed. I thought about incorporating the rock into a field, but then if I decide to do workers, you get the whole point. Now this little piece of island here seems to be a little bit not smooth. And I want to leave myself a little bit of room to get into that shed if I want to. And something like this. It's not going to be enough room. I mean, worst comes to worst, if I'm going to paint later on, I can always paint and get rid of the field, so it's not that big of a deal. So that way I can drive a tractor alongside the shed. Okay, so before I go further here, and this field's going to look a little bit weird, but without moving sheds around and all that stuff, we're just making the best of the situation. There we go. So we got plenty of room to get around here on the farm. We don't need all these pathways here. Plenty of ways to get in and out of the farm area. And of course we'll have to do soil sampling in all these areas because it's a new field. But that's okay, because we got to do the grass field anyways, right? Do I want to... No, I think I'll leave the grass there on that side of the field. I think that's fine. Now we just got to close the gaps in here. And this field just got a whole lot bigger. Well, not yet, hasn't, but yeah. I mean, I thought about, I was trying to figure out that little section right there, how I can incorporate it. And with the rock, and yeah, I just figured, you know what, we'll just leave that open, because in the future, who knows, I may need, I could use that for something. As for what, I don't know yet. We'll leave it open. I mean, this is a good start, I guess. And once we get the other fields expanded, even though we haven't bought anything, we definitely have bought anything as land-wise. We're definitely increasing our farming field size a decent amount. Well, it shouldn't take me too long to finish this up. And then we'll fly in the air and in the drone, I guess, and we'll see how it looks from up above. Kind of weird. These stumps over here, I'm plowing right on through. But as I'm plowing this field, I'm already trying to figure out, when I come to work this field, I'm trying to figure out which way do I go. It'll probably take me a couple years to get a pattern figured out. Of course, one thing I could do is just take course play, have them set up a course and look at them like, how does course play want to do it? And that might be the best way to do it. So we went from 3 fields to 2. But I think we have doubled the field size around the farm by maybe 33%. Possibly. Let's jump out here. Let me go ahead and turn on the drone, if you shall. And yeah, you can kind of see the area that we plowed. I may also have a little bit of room on the other side of that field over there, up against that stone cliff. I may be able to expand that field just a little bit more over there. Not a whole lot, but because I can't cut those trees on the hill, so I don't know exactly where the boundary line is. But yeah, we did add a good amount of field right there, and to that one as well. Yeah, I think leaving this little section open here is going to be fine, where the rock is down in between there. We'll have to paint in some grass there, because I don't need that little path going in between there. Or maybe I'll just put in gravel, and that way I can park my equipment in there when I'm harvesting these 2 fields. But of course, we got those 2 fields down there. We're going to merge those 2 together straight ahead of us and try to expand a little bit around the edges. Over here, where this field is closer to us, the terrain around there, you can actually probably see it if you got a good definition screen. But you can probably see where it's just like it is kind of like behind that shed. It's really bumpy, so I don't know how we're going to do there. And as for up by the sheep, yeah, there isn't that much room now I'm looking at it, but maybe we can expand it a little bit. And you can see way off in the distance there, way up in the corner, that's where our grass field, or our 2 grass fields, and in the middle we got, well, whatever we decide to plant there. I don't think there's actually that much room up there, but we could possibly look at it when we bring the plow back, which will be a while on down the road. But we got a good start here of expanding the farm without spending any money other than leasing the plow. I'm going to have to get ourselves a stump grinder and take care of the stumps around here. As for the stumps up on the hill, I may hire a contractor to do that. Meaning I'll go into easy developer mode, get rid of all the stumps, and maybe deduct a couple $1,000s for paying the worker. But we'll take care of the stumps here, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna think a little bit more about this area here. How I may want. Do I want to? I don't think so. I think having space in between the two fields is good. I don't want to merge all these fields together. For some reason, I just don't want to. Some people may say, yeah, just merge them together and just have one big field. I like having the different crops around here, and having smaller fields every once in a while. It makes it easier to make it into a video, merge it into a video, what have you. But we got some stumps to take care of. And yeah, that's the start to our day. Oh, time-wise, I got to slow down the time. We're already at almost 11 o'clock in the morning. Anything new here? No, of course not. I'm super excited to get myself something new, as you can tell. I want to look at, before we go, the price of silage, because we're going to be selling that. 177 at the biogas plant, or 169 where we always sell it. I mean, it's a good price difference. If I go here, I mean, it's telling me if I sell it today, we should get we're going to get over 100,000 because that's what I will get, plus our bonus. So that's $100,000 right there. And it's going to be a few trips, but the John Deere will be up to the task, I guess. But we're going to wait as long as we can because that price should be going up. The price says it's going down, but technically the price should be going up. But anyways, we got a lot more work to do here in October. Maybe a couple episodes worth, but we got a good start to the month anyways. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Goldcrest Valley. But until then, have a good one.